If you've only just joined us, well, this is actually part 2 of our Burns Birthday Explore videos, so if you haven't seen part 1 yet, click pause, head over to our channel, hit subscribe and watch the video before this about Derby's Hippodrome to get you up to speed, and then meet us back here for the rest of the venture. The site we're currently on is Derbyshire's old Friargate railway station and goods yard, a place that's unfortunately lay derelict for over 50 years. Not much is left of the site today, however one main feature is still here, and that's the Great Northern Railway's bonded warehouse.
So that was really dark now, and I don't know if you'll actually be able to see much behind me, but this is Friargate Station, also in Derby. Been abandoned for a long time, it's been on the list for a long time, but never made it here till now. Seeing if we can get in. Everywhere looks about bricked up, nearly fell over. We're checking out the windows, see what we can find, hopefully get in there.
The G&R warehouse, which was once apparently the largest building in Derby, was built in 1877 by Kirk and Randall of Sleaford and formed part of the infrastructure around the Friargate station, which was part of the company's expansion from Nottingham through Derby.
1968, that is a long time.
Services stopped operating from the railway station in 1963, and by 1968 the goods yard had also closed. The warehouse after was leased to different companies until at least 1970s, when close developments bought the land. At this point the building was reported to be in an operational state with a solid roof and tenants still working within the premises.
He's saying there's no way.
It's been a McWhile since someone's been there, I think.
Well, that place is next, isn't it?
Close Developments was granted planning permission in 2011 for apartments and a supermarket. However, due to financial issues in 2015, this plan never unfolded. By 2017, the Victorian Society had marked it as one of the top 10 most at-risk buildings in the UK after numerous fires have destroyed the interior and the roof of the building.
Yeah, good one.
That's probably some good ivy, they said.
Yeah, I've seen
this good tree.
I've seen the way down, Gus.
It's alright, isn't it?
I just want to get in that. Can't get through anyway, it's caves, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, someone else been going through that way.
What? Skinny Bill?
Skinny Bill.
Have you seen the build of all of us?
It's all head, isn't it?
One of us here is going to get through that gap.
Oh, we can have a look.
Right, we can rule that one then.
In 2020, Derby Cathedral School brought the western half of the grounds of the site to create a new school and arts facility. The developers are now planning to restore the Great Northern bonded warehouse alongside the newly built school.
Yes.
Looks like a chapel sort of building.
This chapel looking building was actually the Friargate goods yard engine house that was also built in 1877 by Kirk and Randall.
So we couldn't get into the main Friargate station building, but the side building is open, so we're going to have a little look in there. Doesn't look like there's going to be much in there though, it looks very far gone.
The engine house supplied power to the hydraulic lifts and capstans at the goods warehouse, and even the goods lift in the station itself. Both the warehouse and the engine house were Grade 2 listed in 1986.
What's going on?
That's a fresh house. Yeah, you look at the firepower. Look at the firepower. I don't see what mess with stuff too much, man.
No, I thought I'd just seen it move for some reason. I was looking underneath it.
Should we leave him a little joint or something? We'll leave him a little buddy each or something, man. Someone's definitely living in here.
The Friargate Pine Company took over and used the building as a warehouse and showroom for fireplaces until 2002.
Fucking Jesus. That is. Can't believe how many barrels there is.
Is it though?
As you can see, whoever lives in here enjoys a drink. Nice.
Or at the top and everything.
Keep on going, boys.
Pretty rude.
Oh, keep going.
That's about it.
At what point do you think he knows he's got a problem with the Frosties?
Got any cigarettes on you, Lewis?
One.
You got one?
Yeah.
That'd do, leave it for Bill.
Leave him a cigarette.
Leave him a cigarette.
Leaving your last ciggy.
Oh, let's go shopping by more, can't we? See if you have it or he does. You're going to give him a ciggy?
No, leave it. Leave it, skinny Bill, man.
Ah.
Yeah, but what's a straight?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Has he got a Rizzler to like fix it?
Yeah, he's got Rizzo there, yeah.
It's like a project. Was there anything else you can leave, Skinny Bill?
I've got some Gluca gel.
Let's keep your packet.
Yeah, give him
I
that.
love that.
Give me
Some roach card for him.
Yeah, we'll give him a bit of roach.
Gluca gel, it's like
He
an
might be a
energy
stoner, he might need a bit of roach.
thing.
You got anything else for him, have we?
I don't think so. No, pack's light.
Got a nudge buster.
In 2013, an arson attack on the engine house killed a 26-year-old homeless man while he was asleep inside the building. A 39-year-old man was later arrested and bailed, but it's unclear if he was ever prosecuted.
Yeah.
Anywhere, Skinny Bill.
Oh, at least he'll be able to have a fucking straight ciggy, won't he?
Yeah.
As of 2020, the engine house has been marked for redevelopment along with the rest of the site.
Think we're about done at the Friargate location, so on to location number 3 and see if we're any luckier.
The building we're walking around is Bramble House, once known as the Brambles, and was built in 1931 as a nurses' home for Kingsway Mental Facility and later used as offices for NHS Derbyshire.
Any good, Tim?
Little view window.
Yeah, little windows I'll look to, but I'm not going to go any further. That's water. That doesn't look very secure, does it? No.
No, no, Dave.
Yeah, it's not that big. You stand in there.
This is Kingsway Mental Asylum, Birmingham. No, Derby.
Derby.
Derby, aren't we? What area we're in? Kingsway, what did I say?
Kingsbury.
Oh, I was just ruined the whole thing. Kingsway Mental Asylum in Derby, not Birmingham and not Kingsbury, as I just said before in the last little snippet. But we're struggling to find a way in. Again, everywhere in Derby seems quite well secure. We got nothing to do any serious climbing, apart from Lewis, who's now doing some serious climbing. I'll fill you in if we get inside.
Is that the way? Do it, boy.
Oh, I love a good sewage mine.
It's a bit dangerous.
Bramble House is one of the last remaining buildings of the larger Victorian-built Kingsway site. The building was sold off in 2018 for commercial redevelopment, and plans are in place to create an 80-bed care home with 66 assisted living units on the site.
How many laps are there?
Just one more.
Like that roof on there.
One more little look, man. We might see
Lap
some.
then, yeah.
We might see something.
Corey. Probably better getting down in this corner, mate, because this isn't on the rock side to start with, you know what I mean? You put your feet down for this. More stable this one.
I'm about to guide you.
Do that one. We'll try and catch you in control.
That's lovely.
We'll try and get a good picture of the room, is it?
We got in one. Oh, Kingsway Hospital in Derby. It's been a long time since anyone been in here, but we're in here. And it actually looks quite clean, doesn't it? A few smashed windows, not much graffiti. We're all in. Lewis is in. Short man army.
Any skill rooms there?
You've got a
Yeah, Skinner room.
right in the centre of before.
Welcome to Kingsway Hospital. Could everyone report to the Skinner room, please?
Kingsway Hospital was a mental facility in Derby designed by Benjamin Jacobs using a dual courtyard layout and opened in November 1888, with an additional block being added in 1891. A private annex known as Albany House for fee-paying patients was also completed in 1903. The hospital originally opened under the name Derby Borough Asylum, which changed in 1912 to Derby Mental Hospital and then again in 1938 to Kingsway Hospital. This was all done before the site joined the NHS in 1948.
That's not it.
What are you looking for, Burns?
That's no good. These are mate.
Exploring with minutes.
With the introduction to care in the community in the 1980s, Kingsway went into decline, and in the late 1990s 11 men died at the hospital. An inquiry led by Richard Rogier, a High Court judge at the time, found that the men had been deliberately withheld from food and water, and after this the hospital closed in December 2009.
Yeah, Bramble House.
There's a shit in there, guys.
There's a bit of shit. Another little weird fire nearly been set there. Hello!
Oh, Looney! Hello. Oh, well, meeting. Oh, forget the meeting.
Oh look, it's
Abandoned UK.
and motionless Mike. The thing with a lot of these old abandoned NHS buildings, normally quite empty, all very similar, painted and decorated, never anything left. Bit of a mess really. But it's nice to see the old building and actually getting something for Burns' birthday. Hello!
Hello there.
Lewis popping out in the darkness. Mr. Brave.
Get up, room.
Look at him. Yeah, I've got some better room.
This is our best room.
This is the best room, man.
Can I want to take this, these
Guys, can you not lock us in?
Oh, might as well lock us in the room, haven't we?
Oh, fucking
Oh, now it's fucked.
fuck that one. Let's not get locked in, man.
Sorry, done now.
Get locked in.
Well, don't say things like that, Starkey.
From the second, yeah, from the second floor, I'm sure it is.
What's just happened to the door handle there? We were recording.
It bent itself.
But we locked that door.
You did?
It was a Christmas joke. It was a joke.
I'd just like to take a moment to point out that firmly closing a door behind you that needs kicking to actually close it, then locking it while you're in an abandoned room where the only people that know you're in that room is the people in the room with you, is probably not the best decision you could make. Especially when the door handle breaks off after the joke, the windows are actually boarded with wood and steel, and there's no other way of getting out the room. So if you find yourself in this position, folks, our word of advice is keep the door open.
No, the joke's gonna become reality in a minute. We all want to get out.
There's bound to be the bleed bridge on that door to get in. It wasn't sitting down, was it?
Well, yeah, I had to kick it.
What's happened to the top of it then?
That as
What
well.
happened there? The top of the door.
It fell.
It fell.
It fell.
Fucking vandals.
Alright, just open the door, Corey. Let's
Oh dear Lord.
carry on exploring.
You're stuck in here.
Hang on, pull the handle down.
We're stuck in here.
Well, we're not.
Well, we are.
Well, we are.
No one just gets trapped in a room while exploring. That doesn't happen. Well, chaps, if you've just joined us on the Red State channel, Lewis has broke the door handle of this door. Well, look, you're on camera. There is the door handle. Look, you can look, everyone. Yeah, we agree. He's broken the door handle on Burns' birthday. On my cousin's birthday, he's ripped the door handle off, he's broke the hinge, he's locked the door. What a jackass! Can't believe it, can you?
How's your birthday going so
Well, it was.
far?
Well, it's a fire door as well, so I mean, definitely
All
fire.
of us said, don't shut the door, don't lock the door, Lewis, don't be that guy. And you had to do it for the views, didn't you? Now we're trapped in a tiny room and we're all going to die.
That's a solid wall, that is.
There's no plasterboard.
We're fucked.
If no one sees this video, it's because we all died in this little room. I feel bad for you guys because I have to piss about 7 times a day. The room ain't very big.
I'm thinking about the options. If all the scratches at the door.
You should have thought about that before you did that.
Yeah, it's good. It's like the kitchen all over again. We're trapped in a lift. There's nothing to do. Who's got really deep down problems? We get them out of them now. We're in the lift. Come on, we can talk.
We've actually all gathered everyone here today on your birthday, Sid, to
Intervention!
talk about this broken lawnmower obsession. Yeah, we all love you, but it's broke, mate. You need to call Mountain Rescue. We ain't getting out of that door. This isn't even clickbait, like we weren't even thinking for the YouTube video. This is just we broke a door. These are idiots.
All their wings.
I may have been here, you snapped the rest of it off. You said I bet you wouldn't do that.
Sorry, friend. Yeah, we Corey, we've gone upstairs.
I'm just making something upstairs.
We've got actually massive inches.
The only way out's the window.
It's not though, is it? Let's just go through the door.
It is.
Yeah, there's always a way out.
Actually, if there was no window. Then we can talk.
There ain't a window, is there? Because it's
Boarded
boarded
on
off.
the outside, metal board.
Metal board on the outside.
Shit.
Oh, no, you booked it.
It's alright, isn't it? Let's just sort this out. Let's have a look. Can't be that bad, can it?
We're stuck behind the door with no tools.
Yeah, it's gonna come out though, isn't it? Like?
Cool, you're going to have to run it, ain't you?
Yeah,
That's got a proper security lock in there. That.
well, yeah, it's a mental asylum door, like.
What's going on, Corey?
Oh yeah.
What you've done is snap the lock off.
Hang on a minute, you can see the lock moving.
Do you see it move?
Yeah.
See, Jimmy bar. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Get out! Oh, there. That was just hang on a minute.
Printing room in the toilet.
in the toilet you're doing there.
That's the best way to take a shit and get it. I know, it's a bit bright. Pantry. Not much left in the pantry.
This is the way, isn't it?
Done it.
Oh, you understand?
Okay.
Very nice room.
This is the one.
Where are you? We've gone the wrong way, we have. Bramble House.
Careful, might slip down.
No, you don't want to do that game again.
That's fucking telling you something. Oh, it would be a hard one to escape.
We ain't been in here, have we? New stuff.
Oh, new stuff.
New stuff.
New stuff. Nah, we've been here.
Yeah, we've been
I
here.
mean, they can't have been popping
Old
ninjas.
stuff.
It's on the doors locked on the inside.
No, nothing.
We found?
No, nothing at all.
Loads.
Old stuff. No. As you were.
Right, guys, loads to see. Okay. Good basement, isn't it?
Driving, bro!
Driving through like oh, this is a good tunnel, this is. Up another floor then? Again? Yeah, let's have another round.
Where do we get in?
Oh, no idea.
There.
It really is like something.
Which way?
That way.
That way?
The way we came.
I say,
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's just way on that. Oh, sorry, that was I was thinking, that was some brave Lewis stuff. Jesus Christ.
As of 2021, mostly all of the Kingsway Hospital site has now been demolished and replaced with modern NHS facilities and housing. Unfortunately, despite being a locally listed historical asset and objections from local residents and even the council's own committee, Bramble House was demolished by developers in February 2021. Only one building now remains at the Kingsway site. That's all we have time for in this part, folks, but join us on our next video when we finally see that piss-soaked bunker.
This is flooded with what I assume to be piss.
A shannon here.
Is it a reckon?
We find out that the mansion we visited at least 3 times actually has power. We found power. And we jam a load of other locations in we've been in the corona period.
This means you.
what means you?
We'll start measuring, won't we?
So if you're still listening by now, make sure you hit the subscribe button.